That's right. I know y'all like, what the fuck? 116 seconds of intro. We're back. Episode 5, I believe, of season 2. I don't know why we left y'all like that. We had things to do. But I digress because I'm nothing without this man right here when it comes to this podcast that y'all have been dying for. Y'all been dying for. Y'all been dying for this and the beat battle. I said, I can give y'all one. The beat battle's too much work, so let me do the easy thing because, Rome carries the heavy weights when it comes to the Link Up podcast. So let me introduce my co-host on this pod that we bring to you, Syndrome True Show.
Man,
What's going on?
is that really true? Do I carry the heavyweight on the podcast? I don't know if that's true.
That you do. You really do.
Think you're El Cappington Capper, sir.
I don't think this podcast runs without you, to be totally honest with you. I tried to do it by myself once. It didn't work.
Love the link up. Shout out. Kingsman in the building. Syndrome True Show in this bitch.
You already know. We don't like having the name tags on to display names. That's where we put it in the overlay up front. You can follow us on Instagram and everywhere up top. Just go to them links. We're back at it. Link up. We got too many shows. Part of the Villain Radio Network, but we premiere over on the Nerd Mix page.
Yeah.
Man, y'all be doing so much, yo. Like,
it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on.
Well, okay. Rome's cheating on our podcast right now because he's over on Uncle Bobby After Dark every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, featuring him, 2K Dre, and Robville, streaming live on YouTube and Facebook, www.robvillain.com, as we can see that.
Which is fucking dope, man. That shit is crazy. We have a fucking blast doing that shit, man. So yeah, I'm cheating on the link up with my new extra sexy bitch.
so the link up is the basic chick, and now you out with like the exotic model. She's stable. So she owned the home, you know what I'm saying, and make sure you got somebody you can lay your head.
Right.
But you still got to go mess with the chick who ain't got no home, probably still stay with her mom and all that and everything.
I can take her out on my bike. You know, my girl, she don't want to go on the bike like that. She likes to live dangerous. You know, we have sex in illicit places.
Oh, you did make a statement that a lot of your views that are on Uncle Bobby After Dark are not really your views.
Cap.
Okay.
I be capping. We be having a good time, and like last week it was a little. So Dre comes in here and he's got I'm not supposed to reveal this, but I'm on a different platform. Dre is my partner in crime when it comes to the Jameson. Besides you, Indy, I know you count too, but you know.
Nah, I'm selfish. I don't share. That's the thing. He probably shares.
Yeah, you'll share with me anyway. Jameson and ginger ale. You know, we had a ball with that shit, bro.
Yo, that shit, Jameson and ginger ale goes down so smooth.
It goes down so smooth, and we were in here fucking lit, man.
That's nuts, man. That podcast, y'all should check that out. Uncle Bobby After Dark every Tuesday. It is really, really dope. Just to let y'all know, hollow gang, but he will bang the shit out your girl if you treat him the wrong way. Hollow Gang Bug.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
All streaming platforms, Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal. Make sure y'all check that out. That album is fucking perfection.
Yes, absolutely. Shout out to Robville for putting it together.
The first Villain Radio project to drop.
Yes. Ill Brown fucking smashed all of the mixes. Bug is one of a kind, a generational type artist.
Yeah.
He's a real talent, and I think there's still another level for him to go to, but this album is fucking immaculate, bro. I can't.
The level I want him to go to is the level I think Mob is secretly at right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like just with the versatility in the music.
Yes.
But Bug has the Tupac-esque type of aura where you feel everything that he's spitting.
It's a really real and raw from the perspective of the artist.
He's DMX, but he raps better.
Yes, it's a real album. It feels, everything is, you know what I'm saying? These are facts.
If this,
you know what I'm saying? These are facts. It comes from a actual place.
If this,
I can't wait to see when Bug gets to.
If this is Bugs, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. I can't wait till he gets the flesh to my flesh.
Okay, so I was gonna go in a different direction with the artist comp. I was gonna do T.I. when he gets to Urban Legend. That's where I feel like Bug is heading, and it's gonna be fucking crazy.
If Bug hits a T.I.
We already put it up, man. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You guys got the are you guys getting the packs ready?
Yeah, I go pick up the stickers and shit tomorrow.
So those will be in, what are they, $50?
65 they're gonna be able to.
$65. I think they're still limited edition, but you get a poster, some stickers.
I need one.
Another copy.
I've already bought 10 copies of the first album. I need another.
I still got 5. I still got 5. I'm gonna start. I might put the bitches on NFT too.
Hey, check it out right here on this podcast. If you hit the comments below and you can tell me just tell me your favorite song off of Bug's album, and you'll get entered in the rap for the.
All of them. No, I've been rotating because that album has been in my rotation. It's gone from We Don't Love These Hoes over fucking cold ass truancy production. That shit is crazy. I'm still trying to convince Ville to shoot a video for that because I think that should be lit. But it's not gonna happen.
If you guys could tell me what animals G Scott is talking about in Kick Door, you'll have the opportunity to win a copy of Bug's album. And we have the limited edition albums up. Put in the comments below.
Yes, I still have copies, so we can give away 2.
Yeah, we want to do
guy and girl.
Yeah, we do a guy and a girl.
Okay.
All right.
So it's gone from Don't Love These Hoes to Lost. To Here's to Life. Really, I don't know, man. I just fucking love that shit. The fucking title track is so damn epic. It's really tough. Whole Carnival is dope. I love damn, I wish it's another song that has Critical doing the hook on it. Till the Dirt.
Right.
And then the D-Edge feature, real one. It's been rotating though. So I don't know what it's gonna be next.
For me, my favorite is Kick Door, hands down.
Okay.
I just can't help it. It's just something about the aggressiveness of the song, and then the
picking them all down.
Yeah,
just going crazy.
And then the epicness of G Scott's verse, and then the song just ends.
Yeah,
it was just something about the way that track was laid out. It was crazy. It was crazy. Speaking about crazy things getting ready to drop, we have the Untouchable one. Watching. All streaming services. I think the video drops too, April 16th.
Yep.
The rollout he's been having of this has been amazing. I can't wait to check this out, man.
Bro, have you seen him on Outfit TV on fucking Snapchat? That shit is crazy, bro.
Nuts. Going nuts, man.
That shit is crazy. Shout out to the Untouchable one and the whole rest of the outfit.
Facts.
My bros Cody and O-Mob, love them dudes.
Facts. O-Mob's tapped me up Monday, matter of fact. So.
Oh yeah, that's when you're going. I was gonna try and set something up.
Yeah.
We'll see,
yeah. Monsieur Damon Alexander and Loudmouth, which I have totally lost track of what I was doing here. They have a new generation album, 33 tracks, bro.
Yo.
33 tracks out now on all streaming services. It's the new generation 2 by Loudmouth and Damon Alexander. Go check that out now. If
Dope as hell. Indiana's own.
Yeah, if you're tired of these short ass shits that I drop, I think my album dropped and it's only 29 minutes total.
Don't say that because that's all I've been dropping, just short projects.
Yeah, but I think 29 minutes to me, if it's almost 30 to me, is a full project, 8 tracks. Damon gave you 33. He pulled a Chris Brown in order to keep, and he made sure your ride to Nap, you were listening to him the whole way. The entire way. We got some.
Shout out to Damon.
Definitely. Let's get the rest of this out the way. We got some shows to talk about. I'm going to Nap. Indy and Indy. Big Girl Musical presents. Shout out to G.I. Jane off the bat.
Shout out to Jane.
Shout out to Keisha Cautious. Big Girl Musical presents Back at It Showcase. All artists welcome to perform hip hop, R&B, and rap. Saturday, May 1st. They'll also be filming the scene for the movie at Boss Ladies Cabaret, 2718 Madison Avenue, $10 entry. Sound by DJ Shaw. Make sure y'all come check that out. I don't perform a lot. I don't step out a lot, so it's important if I step out.
Indeed.
Definitely.
Indeed, I'll be there.
He has to get some more. He has to be there. He's on half my album.
Shout out to Indy. Shout out to Indy for letting me be on half of his album.
And the funny thing is, Deluxe dropping. He's on more music on the Deluxe. So we're gonna make sure he keeps that 50% of the album thing going.
Wow. Okay. The splits are gonna be crazy. Holy shit.
219 Rhyme Fest, brought to you by Shades of Time and my man Famo. He put together a show not too long ago. It was Off the Chain Hip Hop, Sunday, April 25th. The sounds are by DJ Hacksaw, who is a beast. I'm talking about real DJ on the ones and twos.
Hacksaw's cold as fuck. Shout out to him. Shout out to Famo, man, keeping this going. I don't know if it's gonna be. Is it gonna be a yearly thing or?
I don't know what he's doing. All I know is that it's the only 21 and up free event that's focused on real hip hop.
Yeah, that's fucking dope, though.
Doors open at 6:30. They're at 100% capacity. If you're scared to come out, don't be. Wear the mask. Come out.
Wear your mask. Come out.
You know what I'm saying? Vito 219 Diaz actually dropped out. He wasn't gonna be able to make it, but that's okay because Mom Outfits own.
Yes, sir.
Taking his place. So you got Indy Uchiha. If you know I'm there, you know you're gonna have Trail 90P. You know you're gonna have Syndrome. You're gonna have Mob. I even think Illy said he's coming through.
That's what's up.
You got Just One with Smorgasbord. So that means you got Just One. You got Rodney. You got Peter, that Reckless Rod. I gave his real government out there. You got you got Peter Villain. You got Ray Highway. You got Jet Lifetime. You have Zay. I mean, everybody is going to be there. It's a show you don't want to miss. This April 25th, free show. A lot of y'all complain about us charging 25 at the door, 30 at the door. Forget. Well, this is free and the music is going to be banging. So make sure you make it in.
Dope.
But let's not forget about.
I'll be there too.
Tomorrow. Yeah. We're recording this a day before, but let's not forget about tomorrow, which would be today. I feel like I really started to feel like the Joe Budden podcast now.
Yeah,
April 9th.
Talking in the future and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. We have at Playos, one of the dopest nightclubs in the G right now, 1700 Grand Street.
It's the dopest at this point.
Yes. G.I. Jizzle, Rich the Factor will be performing live, but not just them. We got some of the hottest out the mid, Indiana to be exact. We got Ivo the Grand Duke coming out for this.
Yes.
And a slew of other artists. Timmy Shelto, LCO Nitty, Homage the Great, Mr. King in the building, bitch.
My brother.
Problem the Hooli, Boss
My
E,
other brother.
E-Dot Battle, and one of the coldest females on the mic out our region, Stacks the Realist.
Yep, Stacks the Realist. That's my sis too.
Bruh,
Shout out to all of these artists, man. All of these guys are fucking dope. I'm really interested to see Homage. I haven't seen him perform since Houston, and I know he always has some dope ass shit up his sleeve. My bro Problem the Hooli, shout out to him and Muzzle Gang. He'll probably be doing that song Enough, which is rocking everything around this bitch. And of course, my brother Mr. King. Hopefully he does Adidas so I can turn the fuck up.
Facts, the song is dope. The sound provided by DJ K Caesar. So you know it's gonna be extra.
Caesar.
So you know it's gonna be extra loud in that motherfucker. I gotta figure out what type of mics he has. The way he be yelling and there'll be no feedback. You know what I'm saying? I might need what he has.
Dope setup.
Raw setup.
That's what he
screaming into the mic, no feedback.
She's shaking that ass. Love K Caesar, man.
K Caesar's a beast. 219 original. But let's get into the shits, man. Y'all know what we're here for. We bring y'all hip-hop news, local and away. That's what we do. We break shit down. We get into the shits. So we've been compared to this podcast a lot, man.
No, you are compared to the host of that podcast a lot.
Oh man, I guess I am.
So last week, Dre and Rob, they called me Maul though. So
you are Maul. You are Maul. Maul vibes going.
Bill Pop said, "No, you are Maul, dog.
You are Maul. You are Maul." And Bill's Rory.
Oh man, Bill, he said you're Rory, bro.
My beard's way too good to be Rory.
He said his beard's way too good to be Rory's. It's not red either. I really want you to pull up a picture of Rory right now.
I want to see what you think about this, man, because this is interesting to me. Joe Budden claims he's planning therapy sessions with his JBP co-host, Rory. The Joe Budden podcast is played out over the last few episodes. Many fans of the popular long-running internet show want to know if the absence of Rory Farrell and Maul Clay is temporary or permanent. Joe Budden repeatedly said both co-hosts can return whenever they're ready, but some listeners are still wondering exactly why the team of friends is fractured in the first place. YouTube viewers even expressed their frustration by negatively skewing the like to dislike ratio on the recent videos without Rory and Maul. The two missing men at the center of the situation have yet to directly address the apparent fallout with Budden. Meanwhile, the former Slaughterhouse, I love how they always put Slaughterhouse member in it, insists there is no beef between co-workers, but the show must go on with other associates as intern replacements, which Ice and Ish have not been bad. Ice and Ish especially is hilarious.
Yeah, Ish is great on the show, but he's not interested in podcasting. He's already said as much on the podcast that he's only doing it as a favor.
Right. At first, Budden claimed Rory and Maul on vacation, but having to acknowledge that the podcast is working through things. Apparently, the work includes Budden and Rory going to therapy sessions together to help settle the issues that may be causing personal professional problems between them. This is what Budden said. This is what Budden said. I don't think I'm supposed to divulge our therapy plans publicly, but we're going to therapy. I'm a therapy man. He said this on Instagram Live, by the way. Some of y'all know
that is hilarious to me, bro. I am a therapy man.
I know some of y'all only get y'all perception of me from the internet, but I'm a therapy baby. When something is wrong, we're calling a therapist. Let's get to the bottom of it, baby. The 40-year-old rapper turned media personality also said, I called Rory, my man, up and said, you want to go to therapy or no? We out. That's it. We'll get the pod business later. In the past, Button appeared on Vice Media, the Therapist series, where he talked about his anger-fueled conflicts, like his infamous 2017 BET Awards red carpet standoff with the Migos. Yo, what do you think about this? Like, how do you feel about a grown man announcing that he's going to therapy with another grown man, like publicly?
So where are we gonna go with this first? Are we gonna go to our media political correctness?
No, we getting into the shits. Fuck the political correctness.
We're shooting. Okay,
we're shooting.
Okay, so well, let me put that out there first. Then I think that this is a grown and mature way to handle differences, and I think that it's a step towards better mental health. You know what I'm saying? Which is always a good thing. We want to be progressive and stuff. Bro, you cannot be going to marriage counseling with your co-host, dog. That shit is wild as fuck, bro.
It's not marriage counseling, it's therapy, but people only think about therapy for marriage counseling. That's all they think about therapy for.
Nah, bro. They're going to marriage counseling, dog. It's two people that are going to see a therapist, dog. They're getting counseling. What do you want to call it? You want to call it relationship counseling then? Because you don't got to be married to go to counseling with somebody to work out your differences.
Me and you done had beefs before or tension when it comes to different stuff.
Bro, if you approach me with therapy as an option, I would be like, what the fuck drugs have you taken, bro?
Only the drugs that Uncle Bobby gave me.
That shit is nuts. But so what this lends me to, no, first I want you to give your take on this, your perspective on them going to counseling. Is it a good idea? Bad idea?
It would be very profitable.
That's interesting.
It would be very profitable, especially if the counseling has something to do with their new Patreon, you know what I'm saying, partnership with Patreon.
Where what do you mean? Are you serious?
Where you can see that therapy.
No way, bro. No way you thought about that. The Patreon deal?
Yes.
Oh my God. Counseling sessions on the Patreon. Bro, I swear to God, I'm subscribing to that shit, bro. Swear to God.
That's how they're gonna get you. That's how they're gonna get your $5. Your $5 a month.
The fuck
doing therapy on Patreon.
Yeah.
I subscribe to the Patreon just to see the type of content that they do. As you know, A+ Opinions has a Patreon, and what we do is we put extra content, whether it's audio or certain breakdowns of stuff that we can't do on YouTube because Patreon is a private thing.
Yep.
So I did subscribe because I support the basis of Patreon. Patreon is making some huge moves.
Yeah, they're dope too.
Yeah. When they first started, it just seemed like another GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? Type difference. But Patreon is some next level shit, and I understand what he's doing. Yep. I honestly think Joe Budden doesn't do anything without finances being involved. He's always looking to make sure that dollar is always there with every movie make. One of the reasons why he turned down Spotify to hold on to his licenses and went to Patreon, so he had full ownership of everything he had. Now, him turning that down lost a lot of money for people. When people talk about how dollars and stuff break down, even if you're only getting $400,000 after everything's paid, even if it's split 4 ways, $100,000 is $100,000 for coming and talking with your friends for, you know what I'm saying, 3 hours every 2 days.
Correct.
It's a lot of money to us. It might not be a lot of money to them. And for Button, who has, and to me, it looks like, I don't think this has anything to do with business or money. I think this has to do with them not used to being around each other for this length of time. And actually, they're all alpha personalities, and them having to deal with being around each other and all their business happen to do. It's hard to mix business and friendship sometimes, especially when y'all don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, shake off the two. Because they even said at times they wouldn't talk all week just so they come into the pod and stuff will feel fresh. You know what I'm saying? And is that a friendship?
Yeah. And so with that particular type of medium, where your conversation is now more valuable, it does kind of put a damper on the friendship. Me and you don't talk as much anymore as we used to, and a lot of that is because it'd be like, soon as we get into something, it'd be like, nah, don't say nothing else, no, save it for the pod. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens, and I in my estimation, this is probably what happened. I am speculating though, is that, you know, with them not talking because they're saving it for the pod now, that leaves less room for personal conversations and personal, you know, just being like, hey bro, are you good? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you? And I know Joe would try and open the shows with that, but you know, it's different talking about it when we're off camera and we're just talking and it's just bros, and then when we're on camera, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's only so much that I'm going to reveal. So
yeah, some people aren't as easy to, you know what I'm saying, overexert themselves or what's going on in their lives in that type of situation. Joe's lived his whole life with people watching what he was doing and judging what he was doing. Right. So it's something that's new, even though they've been doing this podcast for a while. It's something that's still fairly new to Rory and Mal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And having to do it. Parks has been along for almost the whole ride. So, you know what I'm saying? He gets it because he's the one that seems there. And he's left the door open saying, hey, these are their seats. I'm not replacing anybody. They can come back when they want to come back. It's right. No beef. I believe him on that. But from his side. But I don't know if it's the same thing from the other side. Rory and Mal doesn't have to pod. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, actually, that was part of the contention. Like, he was like, bro, I don't have to do this. I can go do other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Guess what?
What's up?
I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm out.
You out of here?
Yes, sir. Sherman.
Deuces.
Feel better. If you need Appreciate me, hit me.
I got you.
Yeah.
Have a good time, man.
I'm not. I'm gonna be up for 4 days, and I'm gonna be dealing with rich Caucasians and a bunch of sports figures and a bunch of rich people.
Don't come back with a second piece of ankle jewelry.
I don't.
He says don't come back with more ankle jewelry. He can't promise that. He can't promise that. But it's shout out to Ram, man.
It's interesting, but the crazy thing is that stuff like this always leads itself to people like your favorite person in the world, academics.
Oh my God, bro.
Check this out right quick. And I ain't gonna lie, I found this hilarious. Wild Flagrant. This is brought to you by Hip Hop Wire. Academics offers Rory and Mal of the Joe Budden podcast a job detailing cars. Let's remember what.
Bro, I just do not like Ack.
Let's remember what Academics looks like, and he has money now.
Good call. He does have money now,
and look what he looks like.
Oh my God, bro.
If you've been a longtime supporter of DJ Academics of the Joe Budden podcast, then you should know there's been some tension between the two entities previously. Given the perceived issues happening with Budden and his current co-host, Ack took a shot at Roy and Mal by offering them jobs detailing one of his expensive rides. Via Instagram post, the everyday struggle and streaming host showed off his new collection of vehicles in the driveway of his home, which appears to be sitting on a nice plot of land. The caption of the photo quotes Drake and takes a shot at Rory and Mal. Heard the Stooges on strike. Don't worry, I still need a full-time detailer for my cars, Ack wrote. He then went to quote Drake lyrics from the track Do Not Disturb from the More Life project. Drake told y'all, last chance I get to make sure you take it personally. My life centered around competition and currency. Done talk now because there's only other shit that's concerning me. The news of the week in the broadcaster world has been the shakeup happening right now with Budden's popular podcast. For 2 shows straight, I think it's 3 now.
It's 3 now.
Yeah, Maul and Rory have been absent from the usual post on the program. On a Wednesday, March 24th episode, Button addressed the rift between his co-host and longtime friends, expressing there may have been some ongoing tension between himself and Rory that threatened to boil over. Fan theories are rapid, but Button assured listeners that he's spoken with both gentlemen, and when things correct, Rory and Maul will return.
Okay, and so just quickly let's go into so the situation was actually between Joe and Rory. But the reason that Maul isn't there is because there was a conversation had afterwards and between Rory and Joe, and they decided that Rory would Joe told Rory to take a couple of pods out, and Maul felt like well, nigga, this all of our pod. How do you have the authority to tell somebody to sit out? And so that is what led to the disagreement between Maul and Joe, and why Maul is not there as well.
Maul's a stand-up dude. Maul's a Maul's a guy that I take him for his word. You know what I'm saying? Everything was word. He's loyal. But I don't think he understands business. It's the Joe Button podcast with Rory Maul. It's not Joe Button, Rory, and Maul. There is no podcast without Joe.
So while you say that, my only thing is what were the terms before? Because I imagine that before when Joe had got the Spotify deal, that he went and talked to Rory and Maul, and I'm imagining, I don't know if this is what actually happened, but I'm imagining that they all had some sort of stake in it or some sort of say.
They do. I think they do have stake and say in it, but I think it's still on Joe's name, and then he splits money with them. Like he breaks it down.
We know that it's still Joe's name. It's the Joe Button podcast. Let's not get that twisted at all. Let's not get that twisted. But how things were set up in the past, that doesn't even necessarily mean that that's how they're going to go in the future either.
Well, the thing about it now is right now they don't have a deal. They got a Patreon partnership. So the Spotify deal is over with. They went through their whole contract. So they're basically free agents now. So it's the Joe Button podcast. So whatever deal they get after this, it has to be sorted out, you know what I'm saying, between the four of them, because Parks is on there too now. I mean,
they got a Cash App deal too, though, didn't they?
Yeah, but I think Joe got the Cash App deal for the pull up, and then he just transferred it over to the Joe Button.
He was just using that money to keep everything with JBP going.
And now Cash Apps also sponsors the JBP,
right?
Along with the pull up. So that's Joey pulling that money in. The sponsors and all the stuff they get, and they're coming from the name Joe Button. That's why they're there. They're able to get into these rooms to get these deals because of the business applicant and the name that Joe has.
What I would say is that it's a little bit more than that, because they take part in the success of the pod.
Yeah, but he can replace them and still have the pod.
True.
We've seen that. To be totally honest with you, the pod to me was getting a little stale. And you could kind of feel the tension, but the way they joked about it, you never knew if it was real or not, if they were putting it on for the podcast.
Yes, because it seemed like they were just doing running gags.
Yeah, especially the jokes where Roy was like, we can square up now.
We can square up right now. We can fight. And you know,
and that now I go back, like, listen to the more episodes, like, I wonder if that shit was for real. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? There's times when Joey had to tell them to calm down, like, hey, you need to chill with that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you could feel the tension. Ish and Ice have not been bad, and their views on different things have brought a really fresh perspective on stuff. Instead of we used to listen to topics and they pull up topics and we know exactly what Roy and Maul were going to say about the topics.
I don't care. Maul's gonna say, "Oh, it was cool."
Yeah, like Ish and Ice, even though they're not podcasters, they don't even want to do this shit. They're actually getting into the shits.
Well, what I really like is that they tend to.
Let me get this fucking dweeb looking ass motherfucker off the screen, dog.
Yeah, man, he is distracting. So they bring out a different Joe than Rory and Mal do.
They seem like they bring out a more the Joe went on the Royal Mall part when Royal Mall there. It seems like he's trying not to let stuff get out of hand. I feel like with Ish and Ice, he's just being himself.
Yes. So what happens is, well, first off, Joe hasn't had to carry as much of the pod because Ish and Ice are opinionated individuals, and they are able to, yes, they're able to keep the banter high without Joe having to add anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now the same thing would happen with the pod before, but it would mostly be about, you know, Rory and Mal bagging on Joe. And
even
that's what I always talk about.
Even Parks is getting more in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen. Go ahead, finish it. No, even man, Parks has came with some enlightening shit that I'm not used to him. You know what I'm saying? Projecting on the pod. Like, he's stepping up and doing more. He's really earning that drop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nuts. But man, some of the shit Ish be saying be having me going because it sound like, you know what I'm saying, old man energy.
Bro is fucking hilarious, man.
The views he had on, you know what I'm saying, not wanting to date a girl who has an OnlyFans, dog. That shit had me rolling, dude. Like, I couldn't stop laughing about that shit. I was like, nah, do you know the type of shit my man's be doing with a girl? He was like, I can't wife her. It's like they be trying to put it in every hole. He was like, be trying to make the girl an astronaut. He's like, I can't wipe an astronaut.
Oh man.
Had me rolling, dude. And with Ice being there, we're getting a different perspective on music, and we're getting a bigger catalog on music when it comes to when they're talking about new music. We're getting different area of the country hit that wouldn't normally be hit because they have a very West Coast to East Coast bias. Yeah, and Mal brings in a very Midwest and Southern, you know what I'm saying, palette. So that's really interesting to me. So in the end, where do you think this is going to end up? Do you think it ends up with Royal Mal coming back? Or are you cool with just Ice and Ish? Do you think Royal Mal come back and they don't carry it?
They'll bring Ish in as a special guest. Or maybe Joe calls him a little more often because he's called Ish before on the pod. Mm-hmm. And they've all sat there and talked. But how this ends is that it ends up going back to Rory and Mal.
But I'm liking it so much more now.
You just like new.
No, I missed the episodes when Ice used to be on in the past before they got Mal. You know what I'm saying? And it was like Rory. I like Ice. I like his perspective on stuff. Mal just has that I don't give a fuck attitude. Like doing a pod with Mal is like doing a pod with Robville.
I don't care.
This shit has nothing to do with me.
I don't care about that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I like Mal though.
Mal though.
I think he can be very insightful. And he to a certain extent plays the straight man because Joe is fucking outrageous.
I still think part of it's a setup.
I do think it's a setup for something happening.
I think there is.
Can you hear it? You can hear him.
I think there's a little bit of issues, but I still think it might be a little bit of Hollywood.
So listen. You know where Indy's taking this though, right?
No, I can't hear him. Thankfully,
he says, you know, they got the Patreon deal, so what they may be setting up is therapy sessions that you can view through Patreon. View watch out for anything. Like, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh shit.
It's what I would do.
Probably on Facebook all day. Why not watch entertaining niggas cry about shit.
Swear to God.
What's that one show called that Jada Pinkett got with her family?
Blame Indy.
The red table talk, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's literally nothing but therapy sessions where they just sit down and discuss shit and get it out. That's all it is.
Nah, bro. If they go to therapy, bro, it gotta be the one where they use the bats. Like remember that shit on the Fresh Prince where they went to couples therapy or whatever. Motherfuckers was hitting each other with bats and shit. It's got to be that, bro.
Nah,
I need to see that.
Nah, you're gonna see some shit on VH1.
Okay,
you're gonna see some shit on VH1.
That's not too bad.
You're gonna see Rory and Mal. Mona's working out a deal right now, I guarantee.
Oh my God. Joe's not talking to her like that though, is he?
And Joe talks to her when the money's right.
That's what I'm about to say. The money right though.
Yeah. Could you imagine them like doing interviews with different people in his life, like going to Sin and asking Sin about how she feels Joe's treated Rory, and then like having Sin and Rory
testimonials. Yeah. Oh my God. I've got to see that. That would be great. Oh man. But yeah, okay, so speaking of therapy sessions, so are you and Rob Veal gonna try therapy too?
How much
we can
how much they gonna pay us?
How much they gonna pay us? We can set up a Patreon. Hey, Veal, if we set up a Patreon, will you go to therapy with Indy? He said, yeah.
If it's money involved, we're gonna do it.
Man, we gotta set this shit up, bro.
That's gonna be the first show on the Amazon channel.
Nah, he won't let that happen.
It depends on how much money's involved. Who's gonna be the therapist though?
We'd have to find someone.
Vision.
Hey, Vision as the therapist. You and Indy doing therapy sessions are on Patreon.
Please don't waste my time.
All right, then.
He be getting paid too.
If we can't get Vision, then it's got to be G Scott. G Scott is the therapist.
Oh no, hell no.
G Scott and Babs as the therapist.
No, they can't do it. They'll be fucking around fighting during the therapy session.
That would be the entertainment.
That would be good.
Us flipping it around so we don't have to talk to make them fight and becoming a therapist.
That should be nuts. You guys do need to go to therapy. You guys need to work out your issues.
We don't have issues. The only issues me and him have is he doesn't like my music.
That's the only issue?
Nah, he keeps fucking the women I like. There's no bro code with him at all.
That ain't bro code. What the fuck?
What is he crying about?
I called what's that called? Shotgun or my germs or some shit like that.
That shit does not work with these women, bro. They is out here choosing. These women is choosing. It is not Bill's fault if they like him more than they like you. It ain't his fault.
It works with us.
Okay.
Is it a black and white thing then?
Could be. Bro, they out here choosing, bro. That's just how it goes.
And that's why I stick to white women, because Bill doesn't like them.
Okay.
That's why I do it. I don't have to worry about crossing streams. Because then I'm going to end up with... I'm going to end up with high cholesterol and all types of shit fuck around with the same women Bill fuck around with.
He might be crossing over. You might be crossing over into your lane. Shout out to Rob Veal, the Northwest Indiana sniper.
Yeah. If he is, he is. I don't care. I'm basically done. I'm done with everything else as far as it is. Just gotta tell him, just don't kiss her.
Oh, wait. Yeah, nah, I don't know. I'm not following behind none of you animals.
Why not, dog?
Y'all don't want to follow behind me. Nah, y'all don't want to follow behind me neither.
I get it.
I get it.
Talking about animals.
Okay.
They announced today that there's a new Prince album coming out, bro.
Weird, bro. Man. So
Hold on. Let's
go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Let's hit the article first. Yeah, because I really want to think about it. The political minded, never before heard 2010 album will be the first complete project released from Prince's storied vault. For the first time since Prince died in 2016, the Singer estate will release a completed but never before heard album from his storied vault of leftover music. Until now, the estate is largely focused on re-releasing some of the biggest albums of Prince's career, like 1999 and Sign of the Times, or compilations like the originals made up of the singer's demos that became hits for other artists.
Dope as fuck. That's what the fuck they need to release.
Yeah. But on July 30th, Welcome to America, a 12-track album recorded at Prince's Paisley Park Studios in 2010, will finally see the light of day. In an announcement, the estate called Welcome to America a document of Prince's concerns, hopes, and visions for a shifting society, foreshadowing an era of political division, disinformation, and renewed fight for racial justice.
Did you skip a word?
Yes, I did. The album touches... Presently, okay?
Presciently. Okay.
Presciently. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce... If I'm not going to pronounce it right and the sentence still makes sense, I will skip. The album touches on golden parachutes, the superficial nature of social media, reality TV-fueled celebrity culture, and corporate monopolies in the music industry, ultimately concluding that America is the land of the free, home of the slave, the estate said. It sounded a little bit more interesting now, right?
No, I was interested before.
It also included a quote about the album from Prince at the time, written in his trademark style. The world is fraught with misinformation. George Orwell's vision of the future is here. We need to remain steadfast.
Okay, can you please stop doing the voice?
My bad. The world is fraught with misinformation. George Orwell's vision of the future is here. We need to remain steadfast in faith in the trying times ahead. In line with the message, songs from the album include titles like Running Game, Son of a Slave Master, Born to Die, and One Day We Will Be Free. On the title track, Prince sings, distracted by features of the iPhone, got an application to fix your situation. That sounds like a bar.
That is a bar. Bars.
From 2010 to 2012, Prince played more than 80 concerts on a tour of the same name, but never explained why he shelved the related Welcome to America album. It has been a fraught role for the estate since the singer died from an accidental overdose of an opioid painkiller 5 years ago this month. While Prince was known for fastidious control over his career, including retaining ownership of his music, as much as music, he left no will. Prince was determined to have 6 family members who qualified as heirs, although a half-brother has since died. The release of Welcome to America will come via Legacy Records, a division of Sony Music Entertainment, which began releasing Prince music after an earlier $31 million deal between the estate and Universal Music was rescinded by a judge. The estate has since faced tax problems with the IRS, which said the estate is worth $163.2 million, nearly double the $82.3 million claimed by the estate's administrator. Prince's vault at Paisley Park, his studio complex outside Minneapolis, is thought to contain hundreds of potentially thousands of unreleased songs. How do you feel about a 2010 project that deals with everything we're going on now? Prince was good at foreshadowing what happened in the future in his music.
Correct.
What do you feel about them releasing, and do you think this is to honor Prince, or is this more of just a money grab?
No, it definitely has hints of the honoring Prince and his legacy, because they've been thirsty for his music. Like this is not a recent phenomenon. We've heard about these unreleased songs for years and years, and Prince. We've heard about the unreleased Prince songs for years and years, and people have been clamoring for it, but we haven't because all of the situation with him and his estate.
Here's where I'm at with that, though. They weren't heard for a reason. There's a reason he never put them out.
Do you think so?
Yeah. He was very, very. You think my OCD is on par probably with his?
Okay, so he has an unreleased finished album that he never released.
Exactly. He probably I think he has like 6 like full that he structured as albums.
Yeah,
and just threw in a vault, and that don't include the hundreds of fucking jam session songs that are just in there too.
Right. So that's where they're at. They're talking about it. It could be literally thousands of songs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that what the most interesting part though for me is his estate claiming that they made half of what they or that half of what it's actually worth is what they claimed in order to pay less taxes.
Yeah. The state claimed they made 82.3 million
when it's actually worth 163 million. Good shit, guys. This is America, damn it.
So it looks like, especially with the climate there is today, that an album like this would do well in this climate. And why not try to make some money back since the IRS is finna rape them to start off with?
They still got all of that money though. They got to pay it now though, but
I'm saying, you don't know what they're doing with the money. They could be jaying money off for all you know, for all we know.
And well, at the end of the day, their intentions on releasing it is to make money. That's why we release the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but is it a straight money grab? Maybe,
unless it's going to some type of foundation or charity
or fund or something like that. No, they're probably gonna pay their tax bill with it.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. They'll probably pay more than their tax bill because if anything new comes out from Prince, it's going.
Upkeep of the property, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like he died broke, so.
But
that's what they were estimating the estate.
Why doesn't this motherfucker just get on camera?
Oh, we were smoking. That's what it came down to.
But still, like Bill brought up, there's a reason why Prince didn't release it.
Do y'all really think that, bro? I think he had got to the point where he was like, fuck all of this, and I'm not releasing any music. And in actuality, it probably holds more value now than it would have had he released it in 2010.
True. We'll see what happens. I'm buying it. I'm buying a vinyl. I'm streaming it. Like it's Prince.
I'm very interested to see
I've never heard a bad Prince song.
I haven't either.
So
not bad. I have some that are or that are not necessarily my favorites, but I haven't heard a bad one.
Not at all. It's some that came out that I didn't relate to, but the music was still good.
Yes,
but I'm not going back and playing it over and over again.
He's one of those ones, and the anticipation of this, while I think at this point in time it still becomes an event, but it's still music in this climate, which means that it ends up being somewhat disposable. Facts.
Well, we'll see what they're going to do with it. I hope they go right by how they're handling the situation, and we'll see what happens. I am
hopefully it does it justice.
I am anticipating that album. Put it that way. That probably just jumped to my most anticipated album list. Like fuck you, Drake. Prince is coming out.
Yeah, like July 30th.
Like Drake. I hope you weren't dropping in July. That's what it is. Prince is the one person that could fuck Drake's run up in July.
No.
You don't think so?
They'll move it around. Hell no. What?
No,
they're trying to make money off Prince shit. Drake moves everybody around. It's Drake and Rihanna at this point. That's what I'm thinking.
All right. Well, speaking of people who need to be moved around, that's not as good of a segue as what I was going to do, man. Nike settled his lawsuit with Mischief over the controversial Satan shoe, bro.
Weird.
What did you think about that? The whole shoe deal and all that.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the Lil Nas X doing it per se. Just because, you know, I feel like he's trolling me. I have Christian views, and so I feel like he's trolling me a little bit. But
I don't think he was trolling you, because I don't think you were one of the people that were
right
trolling him, and so
right. But doing something like that trolls me to a degree.
I get you.
In any case, I really don't have a problem with it, and it would have made him a ton of money. It would have been cool. Like we had already talked about this. Like, this exact same company made it was an Air Max 2, right?
Yeah, with the Jesus shoe, which is also
the Jesus shoe,
which is also something that they have to the Jesus shoe is also being refunded. They're doing both of them, because they can't do one without doing
one without the other.
So they have to do them both.
Okay. So my only problem with that, like you said, was you know, it's a shoe. And you guys didn't have a problem when they did the Jesus shoe with the water from the Jordan River or whatever in each one, but now you have a problem with the Satan shoe. There's just hypocrisy is all over that. But if I'm Nike, I have to do that.
But we can't wait for the next devil worshiping movie to come out, the horror flick, to go watch that.
Yeah.
You know,
665 of the shoes anyway.
You said what?
They shipped out 665 of the shoes before the restraining order came down.
Let's get
he said Bill said they already shipped out the shoes.
Yeah, they have a big chunk of them before the injunction even came down.
But they settled. Yeah. These motherfuckers, they got the fucking pentagram on the they went all out for these bitches, bruh.
And like I said yesterday or the other day on Facebook,
them shits is fresh though. I ain't even gonna lie, cuz what the fuck? Them shits cold though.
Yeah, they are.
Especially
the all black Air Max with the red. It got red stitching on it, and it's got the red air bubble bottom.
Hold on. Especially if you a vice lord,
either got thrown out or settled. Because Nike had no case. The first sale doctrine that the Supreme Court has ruled in favor for numerous times. Once a company sells an item,
I can't go into someone's house and
it's like saying you can't paint your car and sell it now. You know, shit like that. So Nike filed a lawsuit for one reason and one reason only: to distance themselves from
stockholders.
Yeah, so they just wanted to.
Stockholders want to know that they're not supporting the Satan shoe.
Well, this is what happened. This comes from
either way. That nigga debuted at #1 this week.
The maker of Lil Nas X Satan shoe has settled a trademark dispute brought by Nike and will buy back. Is he done?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. The maker of Lil Nas X Satan shoe has settled a trademark dispute bought by Nike and will buy back Dr. Nike shoes it has sold. So basically, Nike has settled with the maker of Lil Nas X controversial shoe. Nike has filed a trademark infringement suit on March 29th after the startup Mischief collaborated with Lil Nas X on the shoes that knocks off the Nike Air Max 97s and claimed to insert a drop of human blood into the midsole. The terms of the settlement include a voluntary recall that allowed Mischief to buy back the Satan shoes for the original retail price. Mischief said on April 1st it has shipped at least 200 pairs of the shoe before a judge granted Nike's temporary restraining order to stop processing the orders. If any purchasers were confused or if they otherwise want to return their shoes, they may do so for a full refund. Nike said in a statement to the Insider, the parties are pleased to put the dispute behind them. Nike added customers who did not want to return the shoe or encounter a product issue, defect, or health concern should contact Mischief. The shoe giant reiterated Nike had no role in selling the Satan shoe. Mischief has a reputation of selling unorthodox, meme-worthy products, including a $10 toaster bomb and an app for making stock investments based on astrological signs. Last year, the startup sold a Jesus-inspired sneaker filled with holy water that also appeared to be altered Nike Air Max 97s. The Jesus shoe will also be a part of the voluntary recall as part of Nike's settlement. If we can make people a fan of a brand and not a product, we can do whatever the fuck we want. Daniel Greenberg, the head of the Commerce of Mischief, told insider Paige Leskin last year. We build what we want. We don't care. Mischief was not available for comment. So I wish Ville was on the show, because the understanding that I get from this is that Nike will give full refunds for the retail price of the shoe in this settlement.
Well, according to this article, they already shipped out 200.
Right.
So that means that whatever the company Mischief has still in stock, that they would refund those as well.
Mm-hmm. And the Jesus shoe.
And the Jesus shoe. And so that means that if they're going by like recall protocols. So
Mischief still makes their money. Nike's losing money, but Nike's saving their name by distancing themselves from what's going on.
Yeah, it's a recall. It's just like when the auto companies, they're losing money, but because they say that they're looking after their brand, they feel like that's a worthy investment. So if someone wants to return the Satan shoes to Nike for any reason, they'll get retail back.
I wonder how they're gonna get retail back. Like, here, take a real pair of Air Maxes. Give them gift card credit.
No, you give them their money. Well, yeah, gift card credit.
Yeah.
You can buy some other Nikes.
Yeah.
Try some LeBrons.
I'm gonna try some LeBron. I was gonna say try some Hardens, but those are Adidas. Hardens are actually very comfortable.
They're also ugly.
The ones I got were not ugly. Shut up.
Hardens. Wow.
Yeah, I wore Hardens to the last show, the tequila show. That was my Adidas fit. The Hardens with the jeans and the fucking Illy Indy Rabbit t-shirt.
Always dope.
Yeah, well, the color scheme went together well. These Hardens were good. They were the last ones that came out. They were comfortable, but Harden does put out
boost bottom.
Yeah,
I've heard that those are fucking amazing to walk on.
Yeah, they really were really good to walk on. But in the end, through all the BS and everything that was talked about this shoe and about what Lil Nas X did, yes, those are fucking nasty. Ugh, love them. Lil Nas X won because he debuted #1 today.
Yes. Yes, that's what Ville said. Would he have debuted #1 without the shoe?
No, I don't think he would have without the controversy.
Not the controversy, because the controversy comes originally from the video.
Yeah, but I think the shoe boosted the controversy.
I think so too. And what I'm gonna say is that the shoe situation is probably, but the controversy that he caused with the video and his stance on all of this, even if it was still at the point where he was announcing, I'm going to come out with this shoe.
Talking about the shoe ain't make it, don't translate to the streams like sharing and talking about the video.
Yeah. Yes. Bill says talking about the shoe doesn't translate to the streams and the people going to buy the album and people viewing the video.
I think it does, because every article I went to that was talking about the shoe had the video embedded in the article.
They're supposed to, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's
but
what.
if they click on that from there, I think it does too, because it gives you more ways to find that video rather than just putting it in. It puts it in your face. You know what I'm saying? For you to be able to click on to go watch it. I think it goes hand in hand because it's literally promoting one product. The song and the video were promoting the shoe, and the shoe was promoting Lil Nas X and that song and that video. Without that video, the shoe wouldn't have been done. Without that shoe, circling back to the video, I believe it was one big, you know what I'm saying, marketing ploy that worked with each other. Because when a lot of people who don't know his music or didn't hear the uproar about the video, but they didn't run the video on fucking on Good Morning America, but they talked about the shoe. You know what I'm saying? The shoe ran you back to the video to see what all the controversy was about. They all dropped, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. And I think it was just the perfect marketing ploy.
Well, the marketing on it is absolutely official. I would say that he probably is still number one even without the shoe. The video is enough. Everybody's anticipating, like, what does this kid have to say? What else does he have to say?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the shoe, great fucking idea for
and the shoe
somebody
was
who
hot.
wants to be.
The shoe was
fucking fire, bro.
There's normally a lot of there's normally a lot of shoes that are just garbage. You know what I'm saying? When people do stuff like that, this shoe was hot.
Fire shoe, got the scripture in red on stitched on there. The drop of human blood, that's weird though.
Yeah, I think that was
that's weird. Yeah,
I think they were always going to do that. It's just that they tied that to Lil Nas X because of what he was getting ready to do. So that's what I feel like it was all a publicity thing, because I think because they did the Jesus shoe, they were always going to do the Satan shoe. And then somebody caught wind.
Yeah, they approached him.
Or they didn't approach him. Somebody from his management approached them. And was like, y'all did this Jesus shoe, do this Satan shoe. We got Lil Nas X finna do this Montero thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's go out here and get this money.
Maybe. I think they probably approached him.
Yeah, because it said nearly 2 years
on board for it.
Yeah, it said nearly 2 years after his Hot 100 takeover with Old Town Road kicked off, Lil Nas X returned to the top of the chart this week with Montero, Call Me By Your Name. The new single was boosted in part by a must-see video debuts at number one on the Hot 100 with 46.9 million U.S. streams, according to MCR data.
Bro, that's
MRC data. And earns Lil Nas X another chart topper after Old Town Road spent a record 19 weeks at number one in 2019. So he's officially no longer a one-hit wonder.
Yep. Well, let's see. Let's see. So I'm of the opinion that just because something touches number one, that doesn't necessarily make it. There's too much controversy surrounding it that causes it to be number one. Let's see the staying power, because Old Town Road still plays and it goes. That's a hit.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. If you take the song for the value that it has, it's actually a dope song. Like lyrically written, and the meaning of the song and what he's talking about being judged and all that is dope. It's the
I'm gonna listen to the song. I'm not gonna watch the video though.
Yeah, it's the visuals that are controversial. And to be honest with you, they're not more controversial than a Billie Eilish video or you know what I'm saying, or a Marilyn Manson video, or even an Eminem video.
Tyler the Creator, Odd Future. They used to do some wild shit like
Hobson. You know what I'm saying? It's no more controversial than that. To be honest with you, if you watch it, to me, it plays out like a movie, like a horror flick you will watch. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's what it plays out. The imagery in the video is all pictations of himself and what people are viewing him as. So that because he's gay, they view him as this flamboyant, super flamboyant gay person, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to have sex with every man. So like he took everything that he was talked about and put it into this one video. So I get it. Do I like the video? No, because I feel like there's a better way he could have presented that than what it did. Is it interesting the aspect he did, especially at the end when he snaps the devil's neck and then takes the crown, put it on himself, sits on the throne? You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be that. Y'all want me to be this? This is who I'm going to be. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting to me. And the people that get mad at him for dropping it hot like it's hot on the devil, if you know your biblical terms, the devil doesn't have a sex.
That doesn't matter.
I'm just saying that the devil
that doesn't matter to the people who are against it.
Yeah, I mean, you could be against it, but it's not like he was dropping it like it's hot on Jesus.
Either one.
Yeah.
That's not what you do.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the depiction of sin and how it goes around. That to me, that was a true depiction of sin and what he was talking about and how they were casting him and how he was. He tried to do the upbeat, lighthearted videos and they shitted on him. His second single wasn't that bad. The one where he's like in a robotic suit dancing around and shit like that. It was a catchy tune.
Never seen it.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. But the single wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? Like his debut album wasn't that bad. But they were so caught up in the controversy of Old Town Road, everything that happened, that didn't nobody give a fuck about what was else on the album. The album was actually a well-written, well-produced album.
Well, bro, people are fucking weird. If we haven't gotten to this, even the Christian people who I guess we share similar views, they're weirdos too. How is the song any different before or after the boy announces that he's gay?
Because now he's sin. He's the devil. He's the devil himself. He's the false prophet turning all our kids gay.
Well, it's not really that. It's about it. Well, that is some of what they might call the fear of it. But at the end of the day, the song is still the song. It's the reason why the hypocrisy is not really relevant is because at the end of the day, it's plenty of gospel artists that you play the songs that are written in the church where them guys was gay. They some of them still are gay. Somebody like Donnie McClurkin, you know, he married and moved on now. I don't know how that really is, but you know he used to be gay. So if I listen to We Fall Down, is that going to be turning my kids gay? No, that's not what those people are saying. So the contention and the hypocrisy in it is not, in my opinion, it's not relevant. All I'm saying is,
unless you're R. Kelly, because listen to age ain't nothing but a number could tempt somebody to have sex with an underage girl.
Okay. I'll even go with you on that one. But at the end of the day, but to acknowledge what you're saying, does I Believe I Can Fly have any less value in the meaning of those words? You know what I'm saying? Just because it was R. Kelly who sang it. Does it? Does We Fall Down in the church, does it have less effect because now we know that Donnie McClurkin was gay? No.
If it makes you feel some type of way, it's something that's wrong in you. To start off with, something you might be struggling with that you might need to come to light with. You know what I'm saying? Open up your closet and let a little of them skeletons out, because how another person feels shouldn't affect what you did. Because at that time, if you believe in it like you believe in it, he was touched when he wrote that song, right? But everybody's allowed to sin. So at the moment he was touching that song doesn't mean that he can't backslide, do whatever wants to do. It doesn't take any value away from what that song holds.
Bro, when do we get past putting the art past the artist? When does that happen? When does that happen in our lives? Because just because an artist does something, that doesn't mean that all the people that are touched by the art are affected in that exact same way. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
I have no idea.
We've been going through this for years. My mom broke my Eminem CD because she thought I was, you know what I'm saying, gonna turn into a
I'm sorry, mama.
Right, you know what I'm saying? No, the first one. No.
Oh.
My name is stick 9-inch nails through each one of my eyelids. That type shit.
but hold up, that but see, the funny thing is, I'm not sure about it, but I think that bar related to Houston gouging out his eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just
No, that
speaking.
happened afterwards, right?
No, I think that happened before.
No,
I don't know. I had to look it up.
that happened afterwards. That album came out in what 99?
Might have been. I have to check.
99, 2000?
I don't know. Houston was a one-hit wonder, so I have no idea.
That song was dope though.
I can't even remember his fucking hit song.
If it come on, I remember it.
But that's the problem. Is it ever gonna come on?
Yeah, they play every now and then. It'll come up on a Pandora radio station.
I can't remember because if I type in Houston, it's just gonna bring up Marcus.
Definitely. So. That's definitely
true. So he needed to pick a better name.
In any case, though, we just got to get past that. And while I do feel like Lil Buddy is trolling the Christians, which is, you know, it's fine. Everybody gets trolled every now and then, but you know, what does that mean for the next artist who's willing to push the envelope even further? What does that mean? What does that mean that they're going to do?
This isn't even the furthest the artist done went. That's the crazy thing about it.
True.
When you look at artists, like I said, like Billie Eilish, Madonna, Marilyn Manson, Eminem. I mean, we could roll out a whole list of people who went further. George Michaels. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Lady Gaga.
Boy. And she's an icon. She could do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? But then again, that's the view over a female who could be bi or gay, you know what I'm saying? And a male who decides that he likes, you know what I'm saying, he's another man are viewed differently than women who are into other women.
What do you think about this though? What do you think about this though? So Chappelle had said something interesting before when he was talking about transgenders. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I don't know.
Don't hate us. Don't give us thumbs down. If you want us to pronounce
please
it correctly,
please not. If you can
help
if
us
you can
out with
inform me, if you can inform me, I will definitely go with that from now on because my intentions are never to offend anyone. But he said that the reason that it is gotten so much light shed on it is because it's white men that want to become women. And if it was something that black men were doing, that it would not have the same fanfare. What do we think about it being Lil Nas X being a gay black man getting so much backlash from this as opposed to if he were
Jenner.
a white man? Or even transgender.
Bruce Jenner, Elton John, you know what I'm saying, other people who are idolized for, you know what I'm saying, how they live and what they do, and then Lil Nas X being looked at like he's, you know what I'm saying, the devil's son.
So if Elton John had came out with the shoe, it probably would have rolled.
It definitely would have rolled. They'd be like, oh my God, he's just so outside the box. He's saying fuck the world. You know what I'm saying? And this they would have looked at it in a totally different image.
Interesting.
They look at a totally different image.
Now that to me is interesting.
Because they don't want, oh, this is art. He's speaking on something on how the world is today and how they're demonizing, you know what I'm saying, gay people and gay men and how we need to stand up and support. Nike wouldn't have said shit. They would have sold a fucking million copies of that shoe and it wouldn't have been no.
They would have got behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Sir Elton John.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting, and I think that not to get racially charged here, but it just stands to the test of time that, you know, over and over again, black people are continually marginalized, and while their counterparts who are white just get to skate by.
I give you one better. What if a straight
or profit?
What if a straight black man like Pastor Troy would have made the show? And
The
like
Satan shoe.
and the Satan shoe, and on one side, one shoe he put Vice on the other side he put Versa. And just did it like an anniversary, like a 20-year anniversary for the Vice Versa song.
The human blood in the shoe being advertised like that is probably the most problematic part of that. I don't think that Nike necessarily has a big claim over them calling it the Satan shoe. I think it's probably the drop of blood. So if he doesn't do that, but he still calls it the Satan shoe, I think that it works.
Yeah. So
if Pastor Troy does it, they say nothing.
No, Pastor Troy does it. Every black kid in America and damn near every black adult
they're gonna clamor
buys the
for
shoe.
it. They're gonna clamor for it, and Nike is going to have to release. They're gonna have to have a second release of the shoe.
Yeah,
that they are
even
behind.
though Nike was, they're gonna have to do a different format of the shoe to get behind it. Like, okay, we're gonna do fucking Air Force. We're gonna do Air Force versions of the shoe and put them out. And I guarantee you, as much as I hate to say this, somebody gets shot over that shoe if Pastor Troy puts it out.
Nah,
waiting to get that shoe. Somebody gets shot, especially if it's a limited quality, like a limited edition.
Nah, that doesn't happen anymore.
It just happened like a couple of months ago.
It doesn't happen like that anymore. Somebody can get robbed for some shoes, but it doesn't happen like them waiting in line for the shoes and shit like that no more.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. On a somber note, speaking about Satan, I guess I don't
weird.
I don't know how to do this, but the rapper who made one of my favorite songs, Damien, introduced DMX. That the segue I was trying to go to, but it just didn't come out right.
Dark man.
Somebody who definitely knows about controversy.
Yes.
And I talked about this before. I have two rappers that have influenced me to do what I do as far as being a rapper, MC, or whatever. Earl Simmons and Joseph Button. This hits close to home. And I had some views that people were really unhappy with, but when it comes to a situation like this, drugs is a hell of a problem. And they're even harder to get over, you know what I'm saying, with yourself. But you can't get through that unless you personally have the willpower, or, you know what I'm saying, the faith that you can get through it to get through it. So, and plenty of family members that went through that, and as much help as we gave them, it was ultimately their decision on what, you know what I'm saying, what they were going to do with their life. So when I said that it was his own fault, I'm going off of the plenty of people that were out there that helped him the different times that he got clean and the situations that he had. So if I upset somebody with that, I'm sorry, but we're going to get into this on a somber note. Today at about 11:44 a.m., TMZ, which, you know, if it was on TMZ, is real.
Which is fucking weird to say now.
Yeah, but TMZ is normally with the shit.
They are the news source now.
Yeah.
They're credible.
DMX brain function unchanged. Family faces hard decision. DMX has not regained any brain function for nearly a week after his overdose, and the family may soon be faced with a tormenting decision whether to withdraw life support. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that battery tests performed on X Wednesday show no improvement in brain activity since he was rushed to the hospital after suffering an OD late Friday night. As reported, he had little brain function after being deprived of oxygen for nearly a half an hour. DMX remains in a coma, and as it was put to us, the test results are not good. We're told the family has asked X's longtime friend and manager, Steve Rifkin, to fly to New York Friday, another sign that hope is possibly dwindling. As reported, there's been a massive show of support for DMX. Hundreds of people, including his kids, his fiance, and his mothers of some of his children, crowded outside the hospital Friday night for a prayer vigil. We're told only a limited number of family members have been allowed inside the ICU because of COVID-19 restrictions. It is unclear when X's family will make their decision on his medical future, although Rifkin told us earlier this week The tests were critical, and once the results were in, the family would determine what's best from there. I'm sorry. that's
it's definitely jerking at my emotions as well. This is a tough one. This is he's one of the reasons that I started liking rap as much as I did, and it's just you know, some dark times in my teenage years. You know, this is what I was listening to. Definitely Flesh.
one of my
Flesh is my favorite album.
I was locked up when Flesh came out, and DMX was such a prominent figure at that time, dropping 2 albums in 1 year, 2 platinum albums in 1 year, that I remember the
number ones.
Yeah, I remember the DO. I was in juvie. I wasn't old enough to go to fucking county. I was in juvie.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember him bringing it in, and we had a choice on whether to play Madden or listen to the new DMX album that dropped. And we all picked the DMX album, and we sat there, and after we got locked down, they put it on, and we had to listen to the whole album through. And man, I remember How's It Going Down. You know what I'm saying? Never seeing a video like that, and how that rolled through the summer, and wanting to find me a little Latin chick, you know what I'm saying, to roll up on. I was on the bowling team, and I used to play that like when I was on the bowling team, and I used to play that when it was my turn to go up the bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, okay.
And then like wink at the girls we were playing against and shit like, hey, I see you. How's it going down? That was like my pickup line. I would walk up to girls like, hey, how's it going down? You know what I'm saying? Like, Ready to Meet Him is still a top 3 song for me. Like I listen to that daily. That's in my playlist. This is hard. This will probably be, and we lost some prominent figures. I wasn't
this one's tough. This is tough to take.
I wasn't as attached to Pac and Biggie as most people were, because I didn't start listening to rap music until later. Like, I didn't first listen to The Chronic until my freshman year of high school. You know what I'm saying? Because the household I grew up in, grandma wasn't having it. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, okay. So, okay, yes, okay. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. So DMX, 98. You know what I'm saying? Freshman. That was my first. Like, he was my leeway into, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, especially with the way he expressed emotions. Like, he had the effect on me a lot of people had, Eminem had on a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, with the honesty and everything in the lyrics. It was crazy. I remember the first time I heard fucking what was it? You know what I'm saying? Where my dog's at. Like when I first saw that video,
Get At Me Dog, yeah.
Get At Me Dog with the grays and the whites and the grittiness. He's one of the people that single-handedly saved Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like it is nuts, yo. The rawness, the Rough Riders anthem, the hearing a Swiss beat for the first time. It is crazy.
So my experience with DMX is at this point, I have heard some hip hop, and especially so during the time when Pac was out and he was still alive, I was in Arizona, which is West Coast. It's not actually the coast, but that's the music that's going to be on the radio station.
Right.
So I hear a lot of Tupac right after Pac and Big died. So I'm young at this point, and I don't understand necessarily the cultural currency that these two artists had among everything, and why it was such a big deal, because I'm young. I'm just like, oh, the guy who sang that song, you know, he's dead now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those type things. So once again, what you were saying, that didn't that didn't resonate with me as strong as other artists' death. Fast forward to 99. When did he drop those albums? That was 98, right?
Yeah, that was 1998.
So 98, I'm an 8th grader. This is right before high school. So I'm an 8th grader. So I'm just now getting into, you know what I'm saying, what I like musically. And every day I'm coming home and I'm watching, hits from the street on BET. I'm watching Rap City in the Basement. And every day the fucking Rough Riders anthem is #1 on the fucking countdown. And this is the kind of song that is really driving, like, bro, I get the CD and this is what I'm playing before basketball games. I was on the basketball team in 8th grade, and this is what gets me hyped. This is what revs me up. Playing Get At Me, dog. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm at a fucking fever pitch in the locker room before a basketball game.
Stop being greedy before a basketball game.
Yeah, bro. Like what? Like what? What the fuck? DMX is
all I heard was Rev. Get at me, dog. What's up? You want to talk about X? Let's go.
You want to talk? Come on, man.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Ah, boo.
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 But yeah, like, so, and then growing with him, so now we're getting into the point where now I'm like a senior in high school, and so this was probably around the time that, and then there was X he had released, and no, actually by that time the Great Depression was probably out. I had probably rolled with, and then there was X is another one of my favorite albums. What's my name? DMX, and I be the best. You see the rest, you looking like you need a rest.
And then
like
was
what?
That. And then there was that.
Like, what?
More time. Let me get at you. Some shit so edgy. Be fucking with your mind.
Bro. Like what?
Shit. Bro, when he, bro, I had a baddie. At my mom's house, and I had talked her into letting me, you know what I'm saying, she was getting ready to take a shower, and I talked into, like, you know what I'm saying, let me lie her back and shit like that, right? I'm finna go to work. Like, I'm like, yeah, I've been trying to get this for months. Finna go to work. They premiered fucking DMX get on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Totally forgot she was in the fucking shower. Missed the whole fucking shower with her because I'm watching X.
She come out in the towel. You like what?
No, she got mad. That was more important. I'm like, yo, you know how long it's been since you had a DMX?
Just get back in the shower.
Yeah.
Just get back in.
And that song was so hard. And X would have the party songs, but the fucking verses would be so aggressive. Like Party Up, probably his most popular song, you know what I'm saying, that he ever had as far as industry wise, right?
Yes, still streams. It's on the reason that ended up crossing over, they started doing EDM mixes to that.
Mm-hmm. My thing with that song is nothing about those verses are party, you know what I'm saying, a party verse.
Nothing. Y'all make me lose my mind. That shit is crazy. Why did he call the song Party Up?
Party Up. Maybe the beat was Party Up. X always had weird names he called songs. Like the songs were always weirdly named.
All right, gonna tell me. Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
One of the most influential artists of our generation, I would say, in his class is the Jay-Z's, the Eminems.
Shit, he influenced a whole slew of motherfuckers. There's no job. I feel like there's no job rule if DMX doesn't make that leeway.
But that's still his contemporary though.
Yeah,
we still have to say that that's his contemporary. I don't know how Ja was rapping before or whatnot, but those guys broke, and those were the big artists of the time. It was, and bro, I am still so disappointed that we never got the Jay-Z, Ja
the
Rule,
Murder
DMX.
the Murder Inc. joint, because I feel like it was Redman, DMX, and Ja Rule that saved rap over there for Def Jam. Like Redman let it off, got some acclaim. DMX came and just blew the fucking roof off that shit, and then here comes Ja Rule afterwards. You know, like
Jay-Z ran that label though.
At that time, not right then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, no, X is getting everything that needs to get done at Def Jam, but Jay-Z was holding it, especially after the Hard Knock Life joint. So by the time he got to Volume 2, it was Jay-Z and DMX. And then shortly after, because on that same album is when Can I Get A, which featured Ja Rule on it, which was kind of his introduction to the world, was when Ja Rule followed behind.
Yeah, well, you got to think about it. It's Dark and Hell is Hot released May 12th, 1998, right? Volume 2 came out September 29th, 1998. And then Flesh of My Flesh came out December 22nd, 1998.
Yes, he ran into Buzzsaw at Def Jam, but they were hot at the time. They were hot because of DMX, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even necessarily say it was because of Redman, because that album did do okay. That was what came out earlier that year from Redman. Was that the what the fuck was that shit called?
Don't worry, that's what we got Google for.
I know
Redman got so many fucking albums, dude.
Yeah, he does.
My
first name must be He Ain't Cause every time I'm in the club, they be like, he ain't shit.
I'll be that. I'll be that.
Yeah.
that was that Doc's? That's not Doc's name. Doc's name came out in 2000.
It's something like that. It's like what's the name? It was Doc's the name.
Doc's the name. Yeah, it was Doc's the name. That came out in 98.
Yep. So
that song was so fucking hard, dude.
Yep. The video was nuts. So DMX and him single-handedly saved Def Jam. Jay-Z's able to release something fire, and that actually carried his career because everybody thought Hov was over after Volume 1. Nigga, we don't want to see you with motherfucking fisheye lenses doing shiny suit shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then he dropped Volume 3 in 99 and the Dynasty in 2000. And like Volume 3 was cool. I didn't like the Dynasty at all.
Underrated.
Yeah,
it has some dope ass features on it. You know that's a collab album.
That's a collab album, but the Blueprint in 2002, I feel, is what saved his career.
Yep.
So, yeah, definitely. But X got heaters. X at least his first 4 albums. I would say the Great Depression maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because the Great Depression is like number 3 for me, just because of the meaning of a lot of the songs and shit after it. But definitely is Dark, Flesh of My Flesh, and then there was X. What was
those first three are classics. The Great Depression for me is not a classic, but it's a very, very, very good album.
And then everything
after senior year.
Everything after that kind of goes downhill, but I do throw the first Rough Riders, the Rough Riders compilation. The very
that
first
counts
one.
too.
That counts too because that was very X influenced.
That counts too. What was the last song on that album?
On the Rough Rider joint.
So the Rough Rider anthem is on
the Rough Rider anthem remix is on the first Rough Riders compilation.
Yes. What is that last song?
Rev should know.
Is it called And Then There Was X?
I'm looking at it right now. I got the track list and pulled up.
Where he's basically barking half the hook.
Some X shit. That's what it's called. It's called some X shit. Yeah.
Dope as fuck, bruh. What in the hell?
Bruh, that Bug Out joint on there that he had on there. Everything X was on this album was sick. And I remember that's when Jigga My Nigga was on there. Like Jay-Z had his own fucking song on the fucking Rough Riders compilation.
Yep. Shout out to Juan Dean.
Facts. Shout out to Swiss Beats, dog. I think
Shout out to Swiss Beats because that shit is fucking crazy.
Swiss Beats I think he only had like one track he didn't produce on that, and I think that was that might have been the Locks track, the Dope Money. That's the only thing he didn't produce on that entire project.
That shit is fucking fire too. I fucking forgot about that. Yeah, the Locks with the Rough Riders
were bananas. That Pina Colada dude with Sheik Luch and Big. I might go listen to that.
Yeah,
with that Sheik Luch and Big Pun, dog.
Yeah, smoking shit, boy.
Sheik Luch is so underrated. As
underrated. He's still my least favorite Locks member. My personal favorite is Styles P. I love SP. He has a classic album debut, Gangsta and the Gentleman, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that second album from Jada was fucking vicious, dog.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Jada, just thinking about that, man. Prayers to X and his family. But speaking on that, man, there's some interesting stuff going on with Master P is talking about as far as hip hop goes. And I'm curious to see what you think about this. You may think it's just some cheesy shit with him trying to stay relevant, as most other people do.
Nah. Master P doesn't do that.
But I do have, oh shit, I think I lost the article. Hold on. I sure did. I started searching other shit and lost the article.
But basically, Master P is talking about. Well, I'm gonna get into it a little bit. Master P is talking about the fact that hip hop should have a union, and that there should be some sort of, I guess, benefits would be basically as artists they need health insurance because they don't have that shit. They're making their money in a certain way that doesn't allow them, unless they pay for it themselves out of pocket. But it should be offered somewhere along the lines. And he's saying that the label should be responsible for it. Am I getting some of that right?
Yeah, let's get into it right quick.
Let's get into the article. Okay.
Master P, this is on Complex News in case you want to check it out. Master P says DMX hospitalization could have been prevented, suggests hip hop union to better support artists. As we know, DMX was hospitalized last week following a heart attack and triggered by a drug overdose. Talking to TMZ, Master P suggested that the lack of support DMX has received throughout his substance abuse struggles is indicative of an industry in need of a change. DMX is an icon, and I just hate that we have to wait till something happens to one of these guys or to one of us before everybody really starts saying how much they care and they love you. I mean, we got to figure out a way to prevent that. Drugs done killed a lot of our great ones and sent a lot of them to prison. And I'm praying for DMX and his family. And I hope that people start celebrating these icons while they're alive. Imagine all the stuff we could have prevented for DMX to help him. From there, he compared the music industry to the NBA and highlighted how when it comes to musicians, there's no union to protect the talent. I feel like hip hop needs some type of union. He added the NBA have it. What happens when a guy fall off after he done sold millions and millions of records, even a female? What happens? Think about it. The NBA, when they're done, they go to Sports Center. They can sit around. Where did hip hop go? Right back to the hood. He thinks education is a key to stopping more tragic cases like this, and that it's an essential endeavor. There will never be another DMX. He is one of a kind. Master P isn't the only prominent figure to call out the hip hop community and music industry for not giving DMX support when he needed. Earlier this week, Funkmaster Flex lashed out at those in the industry who didn't do enough to help him through this tough times. If he gets past this, I want to ask everyone that posted, okay, are you going to his house now if he feels better and give him some advice? Flex said, maybe he didn't have a lot of money in the last 5 days. Are you going to provide him something? He chastised artists who posted videos and pictures with DMX, saying they haven't been there for the rapper despite the poster for his support. He called these tributes more self-serving than anything and suggested X wasn't always afforded the best help money can buy. I know he has shares with his demons, and we may help to amplify that demon and amplify his story and his feelings so that the next generation can kind of see a little better and a little clearer, Flex added. I find that introspective that Flex had on that interesting when it comes to this. I like a lot of what Master P says too. And I really feel like, and I tout his name a lot, I really feel like a lot of the groundwork that Joe Budden is laying, like in the podcast lane, and the fact that he's talked about, you know what I'm saying, the hip hop union and stuff like that before, it's been talked about a lot. But he's one of the people that I see actually trying to make a route for people to go, you know what I'm saying, afterwards, because I like that P said when players are done with the NBA, they go right to Sports Center, become analysts. So they're over on Fox Sport.
That's not fair. That's a very unfair comparison to say in sports.
But their union takes care of their players.
That's what I'm saying. That's unfair for him to say that when they get done playing, they go to ESPN or whatever. All the athletes are not going to ESPN to be announcers or whatever. But if they have a union before is what's helpful for them.
Yeah, but if DMX was an athlete, the caliber of MC that he was, he does seem like he would be one of them that, you know what I'm saying, comparable to one of them that would have moved on to like an analyst position.
Nah, the analyst positions, they have to apply for those just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like the regular guys.
Unless
they're picked.
I don't think Paul Pierce applied for anything. I think they just
well, they let him go. Speaking of that. So we don't have to worry about that anymore.
No.
But in any case, though, I think that how I really just want to hear how it works with the label system, because in the NBA it's already set forth. So anyone who comes in and anyone that's already been in the league has been a part of the union. How does that work with artists?
Do you think that's something like startups like United Masters and different things like that could actually, with artists being independent and not needing to use a label and could start their own union because they would independently start it? I believe that would be against their own best interest, I would think. No, I think that will protect them when it comes as far as when they're getting into, because they still have to do deals with shit like Live Nation, different stuff like that to protect.
They already have those in place. That's what that's what Stout was talking about, that they already work with a lot of those major ad brands that need those people. So my whole thing is
but a union on the justice to pull the money in order to take care of those when they order the thing. It's just, I don't see you being able to get the younger generation to get a board to be able to do something like that.
Well, that's not necessarily all that a union does. What it does is it protects you from whoever the company is that you're working for, from them fucking you over, because that's what they're gonna try and do. It's in their best interest to try and fuck you over somehow, because it saves them money. It gives them money. It increases the profit margin. So that's what a union would be for. But I think that it's difficult to say with the artistry. What I will say is that there are services like I think ASCAP and BMI both offer some sort of rates on health insurance and many other things among that, though. But for DMX to say that it's their responsibility is that's tough for me to say. Maybe they do owe something to DMX, but once again, that goes back to even what you said, that some of this is a choice, though.
Right. It totally
addiction is not. I don't believe that it is, but
especially with the way that he's saying he got addicted. But after
that shit is terrible.
After getting healthy, or what we were told, because we really never know how healthy he was or what he was doing. We're just told about what we get from the media and what we get from him, that he was clean, especially after him being locked up them couple of times. After that, it's a choice. But when it comes to what were the people then, like Funk Flex was saying, Where were those people who can tout taking pictures with him stuff now and post the pictures? Where were you then when he's going through these struggles? You know what I'm saying? To be that shoulder. But everything I ever seen from X, every interview, when they follow him around and stuff like that, he was really secluded. He was one of the people that like to be alone. So maybe he's not somebody that you always keep tabs on and get used to. You know what I'm saying? I remember Swiss talking about, you know, and trying to get X in the studio, but you can't, you know what I'm saying? X comes out when X wants to come out type stuff.
Right.
So how do you know that he wanted the help or he wanted somebody around? Because he seemed like he was an introvert, like he just wanted to be with himself.
It's tough, it's sad, and very end of the day, maybe this is not something that could have been prevented. Maybe this is fate. This was how it's supposed to go. And while it being sad, it is what it is. He lived how he wanted to. Maybe. I don't know. But the union idea is interesting. I want to see how it's implemented, because especially at this point in time where we're at in music, where a lot of these guys are independent, how does that work? Do they have to join an organization in order to be part of the union? How does it work? How does it work, Uncle Bobby?
For what?
An artist union.
Good.
To take care of the artist outside of whatever the label's doing.
What, to start one? Or is there one?
No, well, how does it work? How would that end up working?
They'd have to pay into some shit.
Of course.
You know, so it's
that's how unions work, but I mean, like, how? And what kind of leverage is the artist union going to be able to take over the labels in order for there to be like negotiations? Well, because that's what happens after that.
Well, with the way the independent game is,
that's what I was kind of saying. I'm like, all these guys are independent now anyway, and so it's kind of like, you know, we don't fucking need the labels. What the fuck are we? What the fuck do we need to negotiate with them for?
True.
So we'll see how it works. And then there are the other people who are on the other side, where why the fuck would Drake be a part of the union when he's got the labels
by the balls
jerking him off? You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no reason why he decides to join the union. Even someone, I would say Lil Uzi Vert or somebody like Lil Pump, they getting their money, they getting what they need from the label. They don't give a fuck about the union.
Uzi Vert got that label by the balls, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Pump can probably go into a label and be like, look, I need some money for my new project. And they're going to give it to him.
Facts.
So.
They credit hit different.
Yeah. Credit hit different, bruh. So what is their incentive for joining the union? And those are the people that you need in the union. I need Drake in the union because then that's real leverage. You
need Drake. You need Rihanna.
I need Rihanna. I need Beyonce.
Nah, you might need Beyonce, but like I don't even think like Jay-Z and Beyonce is like enough, because you need the Drakes, you need the Rihannas, you need the Billie Eilishes. You need those that have such a following. You know what I'm saying? That it makes
I need Taylor Swift, who seems like she'd be down at this point.
Yeah, she probably would. She probably needs to be down with something, because I don't think her star power is what it used to be.
No, it's not. She's older now.
Yeah, she's older now. So
all the white guys are like, no,
she's too old. She's too old for.
She looks like my fucking aunt.
Yeah, she's too old for me. They're all looking. All them nasty assholes are looking at Billie Eilish.
I need 17 to 16.
Just like they looking at that. Just like they looking at. Yeah. Just like they looking at old girl.
No, bro, please be safe, man.
Don't
Barbie. Get into any shit, man.
Like how safe? Like holding this?
Like
Jesus
holding
Christ.
it?
Like hold it to my head.
Yeah, don't do that.
Like that one? That's loaded?
Right. Yeah. Don't do
It's
that.
not loaded.
Don't do that. Have a good time though.
Yeah, because I'm going to Illinois. I gotta have it separated.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Do you still have to have it in different parts of the car too?
Yeah. I'm putting this in my glove box and the fucking clip
In the trunk.
Yeah. So that way I can wave it at a nigga, make it look like fucking I'm gonna shoot him.
Bitch.
You might get shot.
But,
I'm sorry.
hey,
I'm out here at Death Row Records. You know what I'm saying? This is.
Oh no,
But-
this is full fatality records.
He said full fatality record. Said you ain't even gonna make it to death row.
Oh man.
Hey, look, that's all the topics we got for you guys today.
So let's do a therapy session now. Let's talk about how you feel about Joe Budden and DMX being your favorite rappers, and unfortunately and tragically, one may be leaving us and the other one is embroiled in a podcast war. How are you dealing with this, man?
Pills.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
Nah, I think the fact that they're going, it's kind of like that these two things are happening is kind of mimicking what I'm going through my life right now. So it's interesting.
Not the death part.
Not
health
the
part.
That the health part, be going through health stuff that could lead, you know what I'm saying, to death, and then just the animosity in the region we live in with trying to, you know what I'm saying, make something work. And trying to work with individuals who may not understand the concepts of business as a unit as we run. You know what I'm saying? Villain Radio, Nerd Mix, True Show. The level of greatness that we're reaching for. You know what I'm saying? Like we're reaching for the brass ring and they're reaching for our nuts. We're on two different levels. That's
interesting.
Right,
that's interesting. The correlation, I may not have made that. I may have connected those dots though, but I think that so if we go in a different direction, my two the biggest influences on me as an artist are Nas and Lupe Fiasco. Used to be Eminem, which is kind of weird.
No, by looking at your life, I understand why Eminem was one.
Yeah, well, Eminem definitely was one, but it just doesn't continue out.
But you're an introvert, just like Eminem. You really don't like being out around people.
I really don't like anyone.
You have to.
Absolutely, absolutely. The same one with Lupe though too.
No, Lupe's totally closed off. He pops out the podcast. That's all Lupe does.
Yeah, and to go on Instagram and show his samurai sword skills.
I have no idea what my gun is.
That was weird. I've got mine right here.
Yeah, I have no idea what. I know it's in the house. I just don't. I was cleaning it earlier. I don't know where it went.
But yeah, I think I'd like being a samurai.
I am a samurai, as you see from my background.
Right.
I live that life. But no, I think we honestly correlate. Oh, by the way, I wanted to throw this background up right here. Shouts out to Cliffo. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to make an appearance. What up, Cliffo? Make an appearance right there. Cliffo, the big red dog.
We Dodie mentioned a project with me, him, and Cliffo, the bald head, light skinned niggas with beards album.
Wow. That's
so we'll see how that goes. Dodie's probably gonna produce the whole thing, and he takes a long time, so we'll see.
So that will be out 2027.
Shit.
Will Cliffo still have a beard by then?
Yeah, well, I have beards. We're bald now. Bald yet. This is forever now.
I don't know. I don't know.
Bro,
I'm
bro,
thinking
it's
of a
forever. They just turned gray. That's it, man.
I'm thinking of a certain individual female tells Cliffo to shave his beard. He's shaving his beard off.
I don't know shit about that.
You need to watch New Music Monday more often.
Maybe I don't.
Check out.
I don't even know if I want to know that.
Which I might be co-hosting Monday night.
Really?
So, yeah, I might be the co-host Monday night because I don't think I will be back in order to be able to do that because he's got the show. He's got the show.
Well, I'm gonna talk to him at the show. I'm gonna find out what's going on with Ground Round.
I can't go to the show. I want to go, but I couldn't get a ticket. So damn it.
You can get a ticket. What the fuck?
Yeah. Also, I don't think I'm not supposed to be out like that.
Well, that's the real thing. You can get a ticket. I can get you a ticket.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be out like that. So, like, I'm confined to the house right now. It sucks.
I'm gonna go. Scooter's rapping. So, well, Mr. King. I hate being like media. That shit is fucking crazy.
Shouts out to Mr. King. Shout outs to Hollow Gang Bug and everybody like that, man.
Yeah. In any case, King will be there, so I'll probably back him up if really I'm the one though. I'm the one to do it. But it should be a good time. I'm gonna holla at Ground Round. If he's back, he'll be back for the show then. I don't know. Y'all figure that out. You may be co-hosting, which is fucking cool.
I saw on because I've been plugging in for Ivo as of late when he's not able to make it. And I saw her post that she needs a co-host for New Music Monday. And I think that was is Indy gonna see this type thing. So I hit her, I hit her in the inbox, was like, I'm down if you need me. So
it may be up. It's up there though. I'll be on New Music Monday.
You got new music
left. What time is it?
10:03. You got new music?
I have something brewing.
I could tell that you'll have verses on New Music Monday.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, true.
So you've been on New Music Monday for like almost every day for like 6 weeks straight.
Didn't even know that.
Nah.
Have you guys been playing tonight?
She played it twice.
I finally put it up on my fucking YouTube page.
You better, because I want. You don't like it?
No, I just don't give a fuck about promoting anything.
I would say you better promote that fucking video. That shit was hard to do.
So bad, bro. I haven't even posted about it on Facebook or anything.
It is really hard to fucking time them white girls to get them to dance to your fucking verses.
It's the beat.
That took a little extra work to do.
Well, you had it was a lot of different cuts in there too, so I kind of understand. And they're going for a while.
Yeah. Especially the white girl.
They were all white.
Maybe.
Not a single one of them was black. Not one.
But that's what happens when you give me something. Don't give me full creative control
over
something.
Him, listen, and not to whoever the shorty is that was dancing that you could see her face and stuff. She could have been like maybe mixed, like part Middle Eastern or part Latin or whatever. She's white though. Just Indy put all white girls on my shit, which is cool. I'm cool with it.
It's the
visualizer is fucking dope though.
Yeah. Get at me if you need visualizer for New Music Monday. Man, I'm only charging $5. Cash
That's
App.
dope.
Yeah, Cash App.
You only charging $5?
$5 for visualizers.
He meant to say 10, guys. That's what he meant to say. And if you want to do that, we can split it.
Yes. Okay. $10 for visualizers. Cash at me. Indy Uchiha 219. Indy Uchiha 219. $10 for visualizers. Same day turnaround.
No, it's not.
It normally is. If you want, you just get something basic. If you want it same day. If you want it same day, it's $13.
That seems very arbitrary.
I'm going to show them what a visualizer looks like. If I can find one. Why not? Hey, let's end the show with this. Well, no, let's play this and then let's end the show with something else. Because now I want to show them what we're talking about. Let's go.
I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah. You got Dior and I brought you Chanel, but now I'm finna give you this pipe, yeah. You do whatever I like, yeah. That don't mean you spending the night, yeah. I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah.
You know what I just realized?
What?
This is the unedited video.
Oh, you thought we were live?
Nah, that's the unedited video. That's the that's
Oh,
not the
before
one,
you put the dances and stuff in.
Yeah, before I put the dance and shit in it. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna play. They can go to your YouTube page and see that though.
So you're not gonna play the song? Put the song in there. Put the video in there. When you chop this up and edit it.
Nah, here you go.
I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah. You got Dior and I brought you Chanel, but now I'm finna give you this pipe, yeah. You do whatever I like, yeah. That don't mean you spending the night, yeah. I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah. You got Dior and I brought you Chanel, but now I'm finna give you this pipe, yeah. You do whatever I like, yeah. That don't mean you spending the night, yeah. Focus, you been on the take it. I can't help but lose it when I see you naked. I'ma spend it just as fast as I'ma make it. Me and you together, we looking like greatness. I'ma hit the gas while you in it, we whipping. The Remy, we sipping expensive. You know how to move with this pimpin'. You with it, I'ma blow a digit. We spinning, we spinning. I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah. You got Dior and I brought you Chanel, but now I'm finna give you this pipe, yeah. You do whatever I like, yeah. That don't mean you spending the night, yeah. I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah. You got Dior and I brought you Chanel, but now I'm finna give you this pipe, yeah. You do whatever I like, yeah. That don't mean you spending the night, yeah. Your sex is the best, and you fuck up my mind. How you stressing that dress? Can't help but lose it. That neck is impeccable. You take my babies whenever I let them go. In our own world, fucking up a bag. I can swipe it all. I don't carry cash. Bank account jumping like cards up a travesty. On my dick when in public, and you grabbed me. Yeah, sit that ass right in my lap as I rub on it. My genie lamp getting turned on by the fact that you don't have no panties on. I can slip right in that cat, hit the cake with my back. Yeah, I give you shots from the back. Yeah, like the bartender circle, I turn back. Yeah, you turn around and throw it back. Yeah, the arch in your back is exact. You keep it flowing, that's all about your vibes. Besides the fact that you fine, act like the queen be at the hive. That's royalty, and you I respect the grind. So as the time winds down, and I'm ready to retire, find out you was trying to stay the night. Nah, bitch, your Uber sliding right now. Bitch. I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah. You got Dior and I brought you Chanel, but now I'm finna give you this vibe, yeah. You do whatever I like, yeah. That don't mean you spending the night, yeah. I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah. You got Dior and I brought you Chanel, but now I'm finna give you this vibe, yeah. You do whatever I like, yeah. That don't mean you spending the night, yeah. I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah. You got Dior and I brought you Chanel, but now I'm finna give you this vibe, yeah. You do whatever I like, yeah. That don't mean you spending the night, yeah. I know you want it, you better come get it, cause I'm finna spend it tonight, yeah. I am not tricking, but I'm finna get it, and I'll throw a digit tonight, yeah. You got Dior and I brought you Chanel, but now I'm finna give you this vibe, yeah. You do whatever I like, yeah. That don't mean you spending the night, yeah.
I don't know what it was, but that last Black Solo silhouette, she was killing that shit, dog. She was spazzing that shit, man. That is a very, very, very good song, yo. Like, very good song. You like murdered that fucking beat.
It still needs some things done to it, for it to be where I want it to be. But shout out to Uncle Bobby who mixed that.
Yeah.
I think we actually lost the session. So I'm gonna have to re-record it anyway. But I know what I want to do with it now. I know exactly what I want to do. That's
a hot fucking song, man. So what do you say we get out of here with one more track? You know what I want to do from now on? We should pick, because we really didn't too much local other than the shows. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We should actually pick one song from like a local artist each week that we're on and actually break that video down or that song down.
You want one, or are we gonna do like sleepers almost?
We should probably do like sleeper videos of songs, and then like we actually talk about the song and break it down from now on.
Okay.
Like to end the show out. But we're not gonna do it here because we're conceited, so we're just gonna keep playing our own shit for the first episode back. Hey, we're gonna let you see this, and then we're out of here. We'll see y'all again next week, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We are back. And Syndrome is on this one too. I'll let y'all later.
Kingsman.
I wanna celebrate this life forever. I'm living it, not dreaming it. We getting it, black luxury. I wanna celebrate this life forever. I'm living it, not dreaming it. We getting it, black luxury.
Keep the crown, let's make a toast for survival. I'm looking young cause I see stress as a rival. I was a king before I carried the title. Truth is truth, I put that on every book of the Bible. I'm in rock, so we gon' celebrate our celebrity. Energy in the room had me tap into my telepathy. Melanin is my cape, discernment is my specialty. Haters gon' throw salt, but we don't mix well with the recipe. Ironic how they stay fly on the surface, but I'm cut from the cloth and these jeans they can't purchase. Moving silence, but if the four walls could talk in the churches, they would say Illy allergic to average and idol worship. Pray for them, they would rather Indy than elevate. Funny how it's the crooked people that claim that they hella straight. They exist and I'm living, I peep the distance. Forever bridging the gap, so the future won't know the difference.
I wanna celebrate this life forever. I'm living it, not dreaming it. We getting it, black luxury. I wanna celebrate this life forever. I'm living it, not dreaming it. We getting it, black luxury.
It's black to care black, life be that simple. No more hating cause we lack a race, the pain give back. My beautiful melanin skin is seen heaven sent with a gap tooth smile, still dry, women wild. Look, united we stand, divided we die. Who told you there was only one piece of the pie? TDM black owned by a woman, man turn up, it's a true dream. Black Wall Street, we built right here. Justice for Rashad, the truth, I swear they fear. Another black man down from a demon in disguise. Heaven took another soldier cause they know he down to ride.
I wanna celebrate this life forever. I'm living it, not dreaming it. We getting it, black luxury. I wanna celebrate this life forever. I'm living it, not dreaming it. We getting it, black luxury.
An introvert exposing himself into an investment that ain't make shit. Can you tell me how that's gonna make sense? Lessons in how to take risks as he transitions back to his 9-to-5 building transmissions. That's just a makeshift. Gotta get back to even considering heathen ways. Instead he foregoing luxury today. Know that feeling you wanna sneak away, but you dismiss your mind and follow that something in your heart, Michelle. And through the sacrifice with focus, he's starting to show it. Seeming precocious, he remembers the moments that's golden. Struggle through notions of everything being hopeless. He let it go and notice he's above water and floating. The blackness seems to curse him from generations. This past is the strength that lifts him to lavish while not forgetting his past. Told my dog I was proud of him, let's take flight. He said let's take a jet on me, we gon' leave tonight.
I wanna celebrate this